Welcome, friends. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I took so long to get in here. Uh, I took a bit of a long time. I'm training a new guy, so it took me a little while to get out of work. I apologize. Um, Let me say hello to everybody here. Wow, you guys are uh yeah, you guys might be in for some disappointment here. So let's see: Nicole Horn, Vans, Cristola S, Gahorin, Peyton, Craft Happy Tammy, Jennifer Eggleston, Sandra Martinez, Motherfucking Princess, Lucky Me, Peyton P, I'm a poet and didn't know it, that girl, Lynn, Lucky. Oh, I already said Lucky Me. Reva Thompson. I'm not going to go over everything here, folks. I'm not going to go over everybody, but peace, love, smiles. It's good to see you. Rosaling. And everyone else who has joined. Marie Hinkley. I appreciate you guys being here. Now, oh man, there's a lot of you guys in here. I hope you didn't misread my title, because my title does not say anything about giving updates, because I am not going to be giving updates tonight, people. I want to be abundantly clear about that. The point of this live stream is we all know that there was a court date involving the Long case yesterday. And I'm privy to some of it, but I'll know more later. But what I know and what I don't know, and what I will know and what I won't know, is frankly irrelevant. And it's irrelevant because you have to understand there are two sides to this case, people. There's actually two separate cases. One is a criminal case, which does not seem to be happening at the moment, which is the reason why we're all in an uproar here. I would think so. At least that's the reason why I'm in an uproar. Other than that, there is a custody case taking place, which is somewhat connected, but there are aspects of this custody case that go well beyond Sophie. And this is where, to me, it becomes a private family issue. Some of you are saying, well, Michael is the one who went public with all this. Well, unfortunately, Michael went public with something that was supposed to become a criminal case. The whole point of him going public was to shine a light on a crime that he believes with all his heart took place, which I believe with all my heart at this point took place. So we have to understand, people, that there is also a private side to this. And we can, as supporters, we can learn the difference of what is our business and what isn't. When there's a criminal aspect involved, yes, this is our business. This involves the safety of our children. But when it comes to a private family issue, they have every right to let us know whatever they want to let us know, or they have every right to not let us know anything that they don't want to let us know. And as a supporter of this family, I'm going to respect that. And I am doing this live stream to humbly ask all of you to do the same. This family needs space. They need to figure this out. And one thing that they don't need, one thing that these children don't need, is a whole lot of jibber jabber and pressing and pushing on this issue. I as far as the details of this, as far as updates go, you're just going to have to wait until they feel comfortable sharing this stuff. And I think that that's the right thing to do if we are genuine supporters of this family. And I consider myself to be a genuine supporter of this family. I believe that they have their right to privacy when it comes to this side of things. Excuse me. remember, people, we're a true crime community for the most part. And yes, I have due to this case inspiring me to do so, I have decided to focus on child trafficking and human trafficking. But this part of that, this part of that is, this is where this family just needs each other, and they need the breathing room to figure this stuff out for themselves without a lot of distractions. And we can kindly provide them with that courtesy if we put our minds to it. If we make a conscious effort to just try to just, understand that this is the part that's not really any of our business. We have to provide this family with some privacy. I am of the belief that Michael came forward with this information about his little girl because he was in a very, very desperate position, because his back was against the wall, because he went to everyone that we're all taught are the people that you're supposed to go to with this kind of information. And doors were slammed in his face, and he was blown off, and he was brushed to the side. And little Sophie was too. So that's enough to make all of us very, very angry. But this is the part where I don't like the idea of the back and forth that took place 2 years ago between this man and this woman, who are the biological parents of these children. I find that stuff to be very, very irrelevant. I know that I've shared some stuff, but it was to show that this couple actually cared for each other at one point, very deeply. And I know from talking to this man as a friend many times, I can tell that this is a respect that he will always have for this person. You could just tell by the way he speaks. Even when he's not directly speaking of her, he is just giving her that respect. So I believe that merits our respect, to say the least. That's just my opinion. And I'm hoping that all of you, the majority of you, if not all of you, who are listening, which I know is not true, but who are listening, share that with me. I mean, even it doesn't matter whose side you're on. This is a time for them to focus on them without the distraction of us right now. I strongly feel that way. Yeah. What's up, Maxie? So a little off the subject. Maxie, I was watching your live today. Okay. I was watching your live today, and I was really, really enjoying it because you were really, really heated and you were genuinely passionate about this. But it was really funny because you reminded me of me before I even had a YouTube channel, and I was actually involved in, and I was so emotionally involved in the Watts case. So it was just so funny. Because I was just like, oh man, look at him go. He's so pissed. I totally remember being like that. But I have a proposition. I want to publicly say I have a proposition. I will be willing, even though I've said that I don't want to talk about this case anymore, but it does merit. I have said recently also on this channel that it does merit discussion. I just don't feel that. I think it's crazy for people to fight with each other over it and make enemies and dox each other. It's insane. The only thing I've seen close to that kind of behavior is with this case, and it's kind of mind blowing to see behavior like this. But yeah, I want to go over the NK video, the NK interview with you live. I think that would be fun. So it's a request that I panel with you and do the and go over the NK video or the NK interview. So I'm hoping you'll be down for that because I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be super fun because I think that we disagree on it. So fair warning, I think we disagree on it, but I love you to death. So I know I'll be respectful and I know you will respect me and it'll be super fun. Oh, I love it. See, all right. Mexi's down. Mexi's down. I love that shit. I love that shit. All right. So guys, Mexi managed to do the impossible. Mexi managed to get me to go into Watts discussion, deep Watts discussion, after I've said that I was not going to do it. But bless his heart, dude. If you saw him today, man, my man was going off. He was, and I was like that in Facebook groups, but I didn't have a YouTube channel yet. And it made me want to it was quite fun. And yes, it'll be kind of a debate, but this is the thing. This is how I know it'll just be a debate because we respect the hell out of each other, me and Maxi. Like I genuinely love that dude. So yeah, guys, I mean, no, not an interview with he didn't do an interview with NK Dizzy Lizzy. I'm saying the police interview. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over the light interrogation, if you will, of Nicole Kessinger. Just for shits and giggles. So yeah, as far as the SL case, man, that is as far as I'm going to talk about that tonight. All I'm asking is that, we understand the difference between now the criminal thing. Don't think that don't think that on the criminal side of this case, of the Sophie case, don't think that anybody who believes that she is genuinely a victim, don't think that anybody's giving up on getting justice for her. I don't want to mislead anybody in that direction either. I said it to Comic Nut, to EBJJ Comic Nut, when he was on this channel. And fact of the matter is, if it gets to that point, in order to get federal attention to make sure that this investigation takes place, to get this little girl justice for what happened to her, dude, I will fast like fucking Gandhi. I'm telling you, I'll do it if I have to. I will go that far. Do to whatever it takes. I mean, I don't know if I'll literally do that, but I'm saying if it took that, I would do that. I believe that this girl has been hurt. I believe with all my heart that her father is trying to do everything he can to keep her safe. And I will do everything that I possibly can within the boundaries of the law to make sure that this little girl gets justice. So that is how I feel about it. That has not changed. The subject matter of this channel has not changed. The inspiration behind the subject matter and my opinions on it have not changed. So I want to be abundantly clear about that. Right. Peace, love, my smiles. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. I just have to be honest with you guys. Um, I just have to be honest with you guys. Hey, Annie. Uh, this is the part where we can really do some good in a different method. We take on a different method here to do some good as supporters. And I believe that that thing to do right now is to let this family have some peace and time to themselves to focus and cope and you know and whatever reasons they need to do that is none of our business right now. That's the personal side of this. That's where they deserve privacy. Uh, so that's I can't express that enough. So I I'm hmm I'm considering opening the panel up. I mean, I've only been on for just over 15 minutes here. I've only been on for 17 minutes and I think I've pretty much said everything that I planned on saying. Uh so I'm thinking of opening the panel up and see if anybody wants to come up here and speak. But I want to be clear that I'm not going to give any information on anything that I know, and I happen to know very very little, if I'm being completely honest. Um, so um, all right. I saw that, Annie. I saw you being being a little comedian in my chat. All right. I mean, you can come up here and say whatever you want, but if you troll, then I'm gonna rip you a new one, and it's gonna entertain my chat, and I'm gonna make you look real stupid, and I'm gonna boot you the fuck off. So, I mean, it's a win-win for me. See, all right. Thank you, mods. I see you mods are on it. Mexi, how are you not wrenched, bro? Hold on. Dude, how is my man Mexi not wrenched on my channel? How did that happen? Yeah, I mean, trolls are to be expected. I'm not mad at trolls for showing up in here. Trolls are going to do what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, that's what they're going to do. You know? Little rats are going to fucking get into the garbage. You know? All right. Looks like we got a caller. Stephanie Farrell. What's up?
Well, hello.
How are
Can you
you?
hear me?
We can totally hear you.
Honey, I'm fabulous.
Right
How
on.
are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So, do you have a question or do you want me to just tell you?
I don't have a specific question. I left the panel open in case you had a question. or a comment
Oh,
or
I don't have a question. I have a comment. Okay, I have 4 children,
okay.
been married once, had 4 kids in 5 years, got divorced, and there was a point because he was very abusive to my children. Now, I never blocked him from having access to my children. Did he pay child support? Not so much. But my point is, there was a point that if you could have gotten on, because now I'm in my 50s, my oldest is 36, okay? My youngest is 31. If I had access to the internet the way they are now, I would have totally 1,000% done what Michael Long did.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe not so much info, but I would have been that desperate.
I think the info is a casualty. Like the amount of info in this case is a bit of a casualty, because in order to get people on board and understand, certain information had to be disclosed. And
absolutely.
right. And I agree with a lot of the creators that are like, no, that stuff shouldn't have been out there, because yes, absolutely, a child does deserve a certain level of privacy. But in this particular case, with the evidence that I have seen personally, there's the privacy that has been disclosed is a necessary casualty towards a step forward towards getting this child justice, unfortunately. Because
okay, well, back in the early 90s, let's just say my ex had $1 million in the bank and he left me with 5,000. That's here nor there. But when this happened, I don't think I would have posted my kids' photos, but I would have blocked their faces out and sure posted what he did to my kids. Just as proof.
I don't think he had that on his mind. That is the issue. Like posting her face. I don't want to speak for him. I really don't, because I don't think I've ever even discussed this part with him. But I mean, for me, if I were putting myself in his shoes, I would look at that like, you need people to understand. The whole point of going public with this is to let people know, like, this is happening to this poor, precious little girl. And if you don't show her face, she just becomes something, not someone. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You know what, Will?
Right.
If I was no good with tech, still not, but I probably would have done exactly what he did to get the attention, to get my child heard.
I think
because I was against.
I feel like he may probably. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to speak for this man. I'm just saying, in theory, that's where I would be. What I just said. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
In desperation, I'd be there too. 1,000%. I understand that.
I almost did myself in my own case. I almost did myself just to get a police officer to come get my son's statement. I was like pulling teeth. And it got to a point where I was talking to the person on the phone. I was like, my next phone call is going to be to the local news media and let them know that this particular police department, for some reason, is fighting just simply coming and taking my son's statement. That's in order to report an abuse problem.
Will never listen to what that crazy witch said about you.
I don't. Yeah,
I agree where you're at.
Nobody knows my situation, and that's none of their fucking business. You know?
No, but I think you did a great thing in your situation. You did what you had to do. I did what I had to do. And 1,000%, I'm 56. I'm 1,000% and agree with what he did, and people can argue it now. But I know his desperation. Hell yeah. If you have to get that to get it to be known, you got to do what you got to do.
I agree. I support his decision and what he did 100%, 150%, because I saw the evidence. I saw the stuff that made him get to this point. And I would have gotten to that point myself if it came to my own child. So that's all I need. That's all I need.
I didn't see the evidence, but I knew what he felt.
Well, the
from
thing is
20 years ago, so I got it.
Granted, you haven't seen as much as I've seen, or
absolutely
or Josh
not.
has seen, but you've seen enough. In my personal opinion, what we have gone public with, you have seen enough. There is enough there. There is enough there to make you go, there's a serious issue going on here. This is a problem, and it's beyond just, there's something very, very bad going on here.
I saw enough.
Not getting justice.
I saw enough to feel exactly what he's going through, and I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can say what they want.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the phone call, just the phone call between the two two cops, the police departments, two different jurisdictions. I mean, that right there is enough to tell you something is seriously not right.
Okay, well, I was married to a very rich man in a very small town in Kansas. And I moved up to the Kansas City area, Johnson County, and that was my fight. Big against small. And actually, the sheriff in Johnson County, Kansas, God bless him, he backed me up because he saw my proof. So therefore, when he brought it here, thank you, God, it all got okay. But I know how it is to be where he's at, not having a lot of money, you're just desperate. You will go to jail and spend the rest of your life in jail to protect your child, no matter what it takes. I agree. Go for it. He did it. And now hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But it's like I said, I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that are like, on the edge of their seats wanting to know what happened with this hearing yesterday. But we have to come to terms with the fact that, this is the side of things that they absolutely 150% deserve privacy. If that's what they want right now, if that's what they feel they need. And I feel as supporters, we need to support them on that.
Well, I agree that he needs 100% privacy now, but I agree. He's where he's at because he did what he had to do to have his child heard.
I agree.
And you know what? If a child says this has happened, you 1,000% back that child up.
I agree.
1,000%.
There's a lot of people here that agree with you right now. Absolutely.
But there's a lot of people that say, oh no. But no, if any of my children had ever said they were, SA'd,
I mean,
I'm trying to be appropriate on calling it out, but you know what?
Those people have consistently discredited themselves, and all I've done is point it out. So,
but
I mean, that's all there is to it. You know what I mean? That's all you have to really look at. You look at the people who criticize this man, not only criticize him, but mock him and belittle him and insult him and spread lies about him. Not only do they do that, but I mean, this is the thing is these people that do it. Well, I've shown abundant reasons why they've discredited themselves, and I've only pointed it out. I didn't discredit them. I didn't do the things that they've done to make them people of low character. All I did was point out the things that they've done to show that.
You can have $2 to your name or 2 million. That doesn't give you low credit.
No.
But the fact that somebody, I don't care if you have $2 to your name or 2 million. Absolutely, you fight for that child. The first thing, believe the child 1,000%. Who could say that child's? I don't care. I'm still baffled by somebody calling that child a brat. You believe your child 1,000%, and then you work from there.
But I
That
mean, I also prove that that person doesn't even mean that. That's the thing. It's that it's the most hateful shit, but it's coming from a place of just sheer jealousy and greed. It's what she knew would get her some listeners, and it's all it is. So the
well,
person who's saying it doesn't even believe it. That's how ridiculous of a statement calling her a brat is.
but
I
Will,
mean,
anybody with a normal mind, I'm well educated, but a normal mind, how can you even say that about a child?
well,
You you first
if you're
believe
an
the child, then
asshole,
go on.
sure. If you're an asshole, then of course that's what you're gonna do. Um. Oh, okay. Uh. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah. That's neither here nor there. But my point is that right there tells you that even the people that have said it and been criticized for it are taking it back, because there's no substance behind it. There's absolutely no substance behind calling this child a brat. Uh, and there's
Even if
nothing.
you have even if you have very little percent of any knowledge, even if you are not a good parent, I mean, you still have to believe your child first.
Sure.
That to me is just I don't understand it.
Right.
It
And
you
and and
know,
I and I stand by everything that I said, as far as, because this person didn't even believe that when she was saying it. And the fact is that there's so many people in her chat. The reason why she did it is because she knew that a bunch of people in her chat would take it seriously. And when people like that, with such weak minds and dispositions, uh, take something like that to gospel, then it could put children in their own environment in danger. And that was something that I just couldn't stand by and let happen.
well,
So,
I could move this to another case, which is opposite but kind of the same. But just the people that believe that, it's inconceivable to a
well, you have
normal
to do,
mind that
you
they
have
would
to
even believe it.
right, and you have to discredit them as well. I mean, if you look at the way they troll in their comments, they're just, I mean, I've had them on my panel, and you had that the dude that BX Beast Boy likes to call Mango Man. All he did
Yeah,
was make
I
an
like that.
all
That
he
was
did
great, by the way.
all he did was make a jackass of himself. I didn't even have to say anything. I mean, he just
No.
sat up there and just made himself sound like an asshole, and I didn't even have to say anything. So I
Well,
mean,
there's
these are the things that you have to pay attention to. Looking back the last couple of months, these are the things when you watch the live streams, that person's live streams, my live streams. Uh, these are the things you have to pay attention to.
well,
And
I paid attention to this because I had something similar happen. But there was
oh,
another case where the
I
wife disappeared on Mother's Day, and people are just incredibly against the husband, which I don't believe. But the annihilation of these people without any substance is amazing.
I have to
Amazing.
I have to talk about something. I'm gonna go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm saying you can blow me off. But at this
No,
point,
I will in a
I
minute, but
understand what you're saying.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I 1,000% agree. So I just hope, I pray for that family. So
Yes,
there we
I appreciate that. I know they appreciate it. Uh, and hold on. All right, thank you so much, Stephanie Farrell.
You are very welcome.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Okay. All right, so give me just 1 second here, and I am going to go over. I'm going to go over something here, and I think actually, yeah, this has been gone over, but I've never actually even talked about this creator, but I'm gonna do it now. And some other creators have actually gone over this already. Trying to make this bigger. Hold on. All right. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull this up. Somebody just sent something to me. And and I actually want to show that and go over it. Talk about it. Because I meant to talk about this. I just never did. Oh, man. How do I make this bigger, dude? Hold on. I need to get out of this. What in the fuck, dude? I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to have to do it like that because I don't even know how to. All right. So recently, someone wrote an apology and put it on Twitter, and you could see who that was. So she heads. So this is without a crystal ball, right? This is without a crystal ball, and she heads it with the one item I do need to apologize for, right? The one item I do need to apologize for is this. Name Sophie that involved. I know it must have been so triggering for you to see this. I don't even know where it starts or where it, dude. Am I just reading this wrong, or is she dumb and can't write? Okay, name Sophie that involved alleged sexual assault. I never should have talked about this topic in such an irresponsible and flippant way. It was not my place to dissect the video or try to make sense of what it was seeing. I repeated a comment that called her bratty and then spoke about that. Now, so this is her apology. This is how I'm taking this. And I think I've heard other creators say this too. So, but she doesn't even take any accountability for it. This is very, very slick. She doesn't take any accountability because she blames it. She says that she was repeating her own people. Dude, have I ever, I mean, yo, mods, have I ever thrown you under the bus like that? I don't think I've ever thrown you guys under the bus like that. Please, dude, let me know if I even accidentally do something like that, dude. I repeated a comment that called her bratty and then spoke about that. I never ever should have repeated that. Insinuating a child is a brat that may be the victim of SA is wrong. It goes against everything I believe about believing victims. I have since privated my videos on the topic and donated all the AdSense to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I'm sorry for upsetting any victims of sexual abuse. Dude, okay. Hold on. So she donated the money to the Center of Missing and Exploited Children, which is a very noble thing to do. It really is. It really is. But had you done it in the first place, you know, like all of a sudden now, like this is what I'm getting out of that is she's acting like a celebrity, right? She's acting like a celebrity that the judge or their PR people told them that this is what you have to do to make this right. She makes this public apology. I'm so far I'm not seeing any, an apology is in the action, man, right? The whole point of an apology is to show some sort of remorse. And the first step in showing remorse for something is taking accountability for it. This is not someone who is taking any accountability at all here. She's saying that she heard someone else say it and then she repeated it. That it wasn't coming from that type of place. Now, I don't even know. Here's the thing is I don't fucking listen to this person. I've never listened to her, no matter, even with all the crazy shit going on. I put her channel on like twice. She's gone live and then I've gone on there and then I just can't do it for more than a couple minutes. I just can't do it for more than a couple minutes. And so I don't know of anything that she's done or anything, other than what people have told me. But I believe it because the entire YouTube community seems to hate this person, dude. Like, seriously, like it blows my mind. Like everywhere I turn, every time I'm flipping through my news feed, there's hate on this person. There's there's hate on this person. Just somebody's making a video about this person and they don't like her. They're criticizing her. They're calling her a hypocrite. Just this thing alone. I'm even doing one. I never even listened to her, but just this. I mean, am I crazy or is this tweet not worth talking about? Just alone, even if you don't know this person, right? Which I don't know this person. I don't even know her. I don't know anything about her other than what people have told me. But this is confirming to me a lot of the things in theory, what people are telling me about the type of person that she is. So I'm sorry for upsetting any victims of sexual abuse. Okay. And then she goes on to say this. I know it must have been so triggering for you to see this, and I don't blame you for being upset with me. I feel like that was throwing shade. I feel like that was a passive aggressive jab for people feeling triggered and saying the word. Maybe it's because I'm annoyed with the word triggered. I don't use that word triggered. I can't stand when people use the word triggered. There's something about it that irks me. I find it to be just a cliche. It bothers me. Like when people just throw around the word narcissist, it gets on my nerves. Because you're not a mental health professional, so shut up. So it says, I deserved the hate. Moving forward, I have no intention of covering cases like this. I won't stop speaking up for children, but I also will be way more careful in my coverage. Wait, did she just like... Hold on. Moving forward, I have no intention of covering cases like this. But I also will be way more careful in my coverage. I'm sorry to Sophie. Hold on. Let's I won't be speaking up. I won't be speaking up for children, but I also will be way more careful in my coverage. sure, AJ McCleary. I won't be speaking up for children, but I will also be way more careful in my coverage. I can't. Let's just call that what it was. Let's call that what it was, which was a contradiction. She would be covering things. Yeah. Okay. Beast Boy, I want to make sure I wasn't crazy, dude. Yes, she is saying that she will keep covering things like this, but be careful. But in the same sentence saying that she will not be covering things like this. Did she not say she will not be covering things like this? She didn't say that? I'm going to stop, but when I'm stopping, I'm going to be more careful about how I'm doing it. That's what she said. That's what she said. All right. Let's finish it up. I'm so sorry to Sophie and her family for that statement. I believe she is a victim, needs support and privacy, which is why I will not cover her story further and haven't since October. Again, I truly apologize for this. God damn it. I haven't figured out my... Okay. Again, I truly apologize for this live stream, for the statement, and for triggering any of you that are victims. If you are a victim of SA, know that I see you, believe you, and this community is here for you. That's a nice way to close it, though. I'll give her that. That's a nice way to close it. That's a nice way to close it. So, yeah. Wow. Anyway. So that just proves my point, people. That just proves my point. All I'm saying is that these are the type of people that have been trying to discredit this child. These are the type of people that have been trying to discredit the people fighting for her. And in doing so, in their efforts, they fail, but manage to discredit themselves in the process by writing shit like that, for instance. That's just all you need to know, man. That's my opinion. That's all you need to know. You look at the stuff I've gone over on this channel over and over and over again. Look at that stuff. And that's all you need to know. Well, no, as much I'm gonna address this real quick. BX is my boy, dude. That's my man right there. So tonight, because this is an issue that he has expressed to me that he does not feel comfortable discussing this particular case out of respect for him. I'm going to fly solo on this. I mean, I'll bring anybody else on that wants to come up, but I'm not inviting BX Beast Boy up here for this particular subject because it's not it's something he has expressed out loud that he does not feel that he agrees we really talk about, but it's something I've been talking about, and yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about it, but I do respect how other people feel about it. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just in a place right now where I just feel like this is definitely one of those times where we can provide them with some privacy. And we should. It's just my personal opinion. If anybody else wants to come up, anybody else have anything they'd like to share, I'm happy to have you up here. What's up, Siren Jag, Cherry K? It's good to see you guys. Wait, what? YouTube is censoring links. That's so annoying, man. You know, like, it's really, that's YouTube. That's so lame, man. Come on. Like, what's wrong exactly with what we're doing up here, man? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what's wrong with what we're trying to do? What's wrong with trying to bring awareness to a serious issue? What's wrong with trying to keep your kids safe? What's wrong with me trying to keep your kids safe? What's wrong with me trying to use this platform to try to keep your kids safe? Yeah, man. Mexi was cussing up a storm, dude. Mexi was killing me, man. I was having so much fun in his chat, and then I had to go to work. Dude, my man was heated. It was so funny. It was so funny. Right. I agree. Peace, love, smiles. Exactly, man. Like, awesome. Way to go. That's fantastic. What links were you trying to drop? What links were you trying to drop? That girl? Because, I mean, dude, if you all know, like, if you guys follow this channel, man, that girl is always dropping, like, really, really helpful links, man. Really, really helpful. Yeah. Oh, man, they're going too far now. Are they not letting you drop the PayPal link? Is that happening? They won't let you drop that? That's too far, man. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, man, what's too far is she also drops suicide hotline links. You know, what's wrong with that? Sorry if we want to. Sorry if we want to let people know that they matter. You know, sorry if we want to remind people that they matter and that they're capable of some beauty, and the rest of us are interested in it. Excuse me. Including creator links. You can't even drop down Mexi's link up in here. Oh, that's bullshit, man. Nah, BX Beast Boy, she has a list. She has a list, and she's already shortened all the links so that they do it. What happens is that YouTube is deleting them right now. That's crazy. That's weird. Let me see. I'm going to try to drop the link. I'm going to try to drop the link for that's BX Beast Boys podcast channel that I just dropped in there. It seems to still be there. Ah, that's super weird. What the fuck's YouTube doing, man? Wait, you telling me that you can't see that I dropped a link to BX Beast Boys podcast channel? That's crazy. I'm going to try it one more time. Yeah, so through StreamYard, I can post stuff. Wow, that's insane, dude. Where do I find that? Block link setting? That can't be a thing. Hold up. Let me see. That would be in YouTube Studio, right? In settings? Or maybe... Okay. The block links isn't on. There's okay, I'm looking at block links, but it's not on. That's crazy. Now YouTube's doing it. It's not me. Because the check was not in there. That's insane, dude. I wonder what the fuck is going on. I wonder if that happened to any other creators. Interesting. Yeah, because I noticed that my thumbnail that I made, but I figured that was a copyright thing, you know, because it's from like Warner Brothers. So my thumbnail, I feel like when I clicked on it, it said it was not available. It didn't show the thumbnail. Once you click on it, it doesn't show. So that's kind of weird. Oh, so Cherry Kate, you're saying 5 other creators that you know of this is happening with? Yeah, I'm not seeing any links. I'm not seeing any links in the chat. Oh shit. Well, that's not good, man. Well, I guess nobody else is coming up, and I'm running on an hour now, and I have to make a very important phone call anyway. But yeah, guys, there you have it. I just wanted to ask you guys kindly to let this family have a little bit of space for a minute. Let them do what they got to do, and when they're ready to discuss this stuff, they'll let you know. You know. So let's respect some boundaries, shall we? Guys, I love you very much. I appreciate you joining. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.